Are you famous in your country and you're considering moving to the US? Have you heard about the O1 visa or the EB1A green card? Those are visa categories for essentially famous people to be able to move to the US and use your talents. These are talent visas. I've noticed at Visa Franchise, we've had more and more clients investing in franchises for the E2 visa, even though they're famous. I'm talking about athletes, actors in South America, in Europe, even Asia, that are moving to the United States. And instead of doing a special ability visa, these talent visas like the O1 or the EB1A green card, they're choosing to do the E2 visa and they're choosing to do it through a franchise. So we've been doing this for over 7 years now at Visa Franchise together with my brother Jack and the team that we've built out. And we've had some famous clients over the years, but nothing like now. And why are people doing this? Talking to immigration attorneys and seeing why they're doing the E2 versus the O1. You know, E2, you have to invest capital, you have to have a business. O1, you don't have to have a business, you don't have to invest any capital. And the secret is for the O1 visa and these talent visas, you need to be taking your talent that you've acquired from abroad. So if you were an athlete and maybe you were an incredible soccer player in your youth, when you were 25 years old, 30 years old, and now you're 40 years old, it's going to be tough doing a special ability visa. As you were an amazing soccer player in the past, you've probably accumulated wealth and amazing knowledge from that and a great skill set. But it's going to be hard to show how that talent you're going to directly apply in the United States. So that's why more and more of our clients at Visa Franchise are celebrities, are artists in their home countries, are famous back home or even across the whole continent of Europe, for example. But in the US, they're not going to be focused on acting. They want to invest. They want to build a business. They want to travel freely in and out of the United States. And that brings me to my second point. There are some countries, like in Mexico, where you get an O1 visa for just 1 year, compared to the E2 visa where it's a 4-year visa that you're getting as a Mexican national based on our reciprocity with Mexico. So if me, Patrick, wants to move to Mexico and get an investor visa in Mexico, they would give me a 4-year visa. And it's the same thing for E2 visa holders moving from Mexico to the US. But if you're doing the O1 visa, so you're an actor, director, and you're moving to the US and you want to use your abilities in the US, you would just get a 1-year visa. So what our clients often do, say you're from Mexico, you're married, your spouse could do the E2 visa, and then you could be an actor, you could do similar role, similar type of industry that you were doing in Mexico, but you don't have to keep renewing your visa and having scrutiny every year on if you are getting that acting role and if you are actually using the visa how it was intended. So that's why at Visa Franchise, we keep getting more and more famous clients that might not be world famous, but in their country, they're well-known figures, and they want that flexibility. So having the spouse potentially being the investor or them being the investor, getting the E2 visa, and then deciding later on if they want to go the green card path or if they're looking just to spend 3 years, 5 years, 7 years in the US and then not wanting to be a US permanent resident. So there's different reasons. You've got to consult with your immigration attorney, go through all the opportunities. And if we can help you at Visa Franchise and it makes sense having a business, a franchise associated with the E2 visa, the EB5 visa, or another visa category, we're happy to help. But again, talk to a few immigration attorneys, sit down with your case to see what the best option might be for you and your family.